Here at Hellickson's numbers, and if you look at the strikeouts, you see 49 and 96, pushed up toward 100 innings. So he's been pitching to a lot of contact. Let's hope that the contact tonight is places where there are no players to catch that ball. As strikeouts obviously are not coming very many, very fast. Take advantage. Hit some home runs off it.
And the Honda defense behind Hellickson tonight. Aaron Altera will get a start tonight in right. Nava over in left, and Herrera in the center field. And then Franco, Galvis, Blanco, and Joseph around the horn. Andrew Knapp is doing the catching tonight. He'll throw out a third of the attempted base stealers. And Hellickson not a hard thrower, but the Pirates have faced him one other time this season, back on May the 17th. It's the last time that Hellickson earned the victory. He's had some good starts in the interim, but for the most part, after accepting that qualifying offer in the offseason, he's not lived up to what he's done in past seasons. Tonight's umpiring crew: Alfonso Marquez calling the balls and strikes. And around the horn with the crew chief, Larry Vanover at third. Ryan Blakeney is the call-up umpire at second base tonight. Chad Fairchild over at first.
Larry Vanover, a little bit of a controversy last night when things got going early in the game. He and Cervelli and Cole kind of had an extended conversation along with Ray Searage out on the mound over strikes and balls.
Cooler heads prevailed last night, and Chad Kuhl getting ready for his action, but first he hopes to wait a while as the Pirates come to bat. Oh, we have a 47-minute rain delay tonight as we're underway. 52 past the hour. Put well to right, but Altair takes care of that for the first out.
It's a good ballpark to get the ball in the air. Always giving up its share of home runs.
Yeah, friendly dimensions here.
Yeah, but the only place that really is a friend to the pitcher is you got a narrow band towards center field where you got to hit it pretty well. But you pull the ball or hit it the other direction, gets out really well.
Here's Jose Osuna. And here, 409 just to the left of center field. We saw Andrew McCutchen hit a ball out that way last night, and talking with him today before the game, he said that the ball has died out there for both teams throughout this series. Hasn't really carried very well. Knapp takes care of Osuna for a second quick out.
That ball didn't carry very well.
No. But that's what Hellickson's trying to do, right? I mean, just that weak contact.
Yeah, no strikeouts, weak contact.
And now Andrew McCutchen is the Pirates' idol here with the bases clear. 0 for 5 last night. Had 2 or 3 really hard hit balls. After the way that he's been hitting, a few of those are bound to end up in other people's gloves.
Well, the better that exit velocity, the better chance that they're not caught. He has found the baseball with the barrel of the bat a lot in the last going on almost start talking a month and a half now.
Yeah, he's been driving on the Audubon when it comes to those speeds. And ahead in the count, 2-1. On the road trip, 4 hits, but 2 of them home runs, and narrowly missed one last night.
Hellickson wanted that one.
Yeah, spit on a borderline pitch.
Gave a little look back.
Tight strike zone last night. And number 4 looked like it caught plenty of the zone. Hard hit and right through that side. They bunched 2 up over there, and McCutchen still able to rope it through.
Exit velocity. When you hit the ball hard, I mean, it's just common sense. Nobody's got time to do much, so unless it's just right at somebody. It's going to be a knock.
And that's the guy that had this sign that says McCutchen's my idol. Well, he got a hit for you tonight, and that's just a start. See a lot of changeups from Hellickson. Through 4 in a row to McCutchen that last at bat. Now to Nava, and that'll end it. McCutchen left on after his 2-out single. And Philadelphia will come to bat against the kid from Delaware, Chad Kuhl. There's his family right there. Dad Clint on the left, Mom Wendy on the right, and one of 5 kids. So some of his brothers and sisters are here today. Family, friends, and some foes. The lineup that he'll face for Pete Maccannon's Phillies tonight. Daniel Nava got on base a lot last night. Last 10 games hitting him. 429. Galvis and Franco to follow. Each have homered in the series. Franco twice. Then Joseph, Altair, Herrera, Knapp, Blanco, and Hellickson rounding out the Phillies order tonight.
We'll take a quick look at Kuhl's numbers on the year, and they are improving of late. See the ERA still up into the 5s. Would love to get that down into the 4s as quickly as he can. I'm sure he's tired of looking at that every time he looks at the stat sheet. And get a couple more W's would be nice, but still, when you look beyond stats, he really has been pitching better of late. Been able to command that pitch he just threw there for a ball. That fastball, once he starts getting that down, he's got a foundation to build everything else off of.
Facing Nava to start. That's really what we'll look for tonight, right? I mean, if he's, I mean, that's really any pitcher. If he's hitting the catcher's mitt, but I mean, especially what we've seen with Kuhl, right? I mean, that's.
Yeah, well, some guys you learn to expect it. It's not like, oh, like Hellickson, for instance. It's a control guy. You know, you're probably not really looking at what he's doing control-wise with his fastball unless he starts giving up a bunch of hits. Then, you know, you say, oh, what's going on here? But now with Kuhl, that's been a little bit of an issue with him this year. So you right away you focus on, okay, what's his command of his fastball?
He's behind the leadoff man, Nava. And he'll face 5 batters that will bat left-handed, 4 switch hitters and a true lefty. And last time around, Galvis, another switch hitter, due up next. But last time around, Kuhl was very good against left-handed batters, something that he has had been plagued with throughout the year. Tailing away from McCutchen, but able to haul it in for the out. Good first step.
Doesn't it look like I had this discussion yesterday with the Brownie over on the radio that Kutch, as his hitting has improved, he's making a lot of line drives in the gap. That play made coming in early in the game yesterday was an example of it. Making easy catches out of things that look off the bat like they might be a little difficult, and then he ends up catching them just, you know, shoulder high, no big deal. I think the confidence in getting those jumps maybe comes from this confidence that he has hitting.
Yeah, he has looked more and more alive as the season's gone on, and I think that's only natural, right? I mean, if
well, he's been talking a lot about quote unquote being in a good place, so I think that good place is everything. It's the whole package. It's how he feels when he's playing defense now, and the way he feels when he's at the plate, everything.
Really all-around game, and even some timely steals here and there.
He's a complete baseball player. That's what he is.
He just told Osuna to move over toward the line a bit, as if to say, I've got plenty of range. Osuna out there left field tonight.
Now, he doesn't have the typical outfielder speed. He has to really pay attention to where he's playing, guys.
99 from Kuhl. That's his fastest so far.
But we didn't see the big wide fluctuations from him in that last start.
Yeah.
It was about a 3-mile-per-hour range he was staying in.
Yeah, we've seen 94 to 99 already, and
a duck hook 97.
So some spotty command early, and all fastballs thrown at this point by Kuhl. And that might be by design, right? You come out of the gate, try to establish that fastball command. Could be part of the game plan.
Oh, you mean throwing this many fastballs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At least to start. Yeah.
I absolutely think that's what he and Ray had talked about. Get that established going in.
And the defense behind him tonight. Max Moroff getting a start at short. Josh Harrison, his double play partner, with Freese and Bell on the corners. Osuna, McCutchen, and Polanco in the outfield. Elias Diaz has caught Kuhl. Now 4 starts in a row. Freddie Galvis on at first. He has stolen a half dozen. Diaz catching that last start, where probably Kuhl's best start, at least since the first few days of the season. 2 hits, 1 run over 6 innings against the Giants. It snapped a string of 12 straight starts of 5 innings or fewer, which tied a major league record. I'd like to see some of that distance, like you said, Bob, when we were talking earlier about bullpen has been very good in this series, but they've been used a lot too. So,
well, you
need
would
some
think
length tonight.
With Kuhl's track record, they're going to throw 3 or 4 innings tonight. You need them to still stay good. You know, nothing against Chad, but he has not been the guy that goes deep in the ball games.
Strikeouts, right? That takes some time usually.
Strikeout, deep counts,
fuller counts, yeah.
Throwing, you know, what's your average pitches per inning? His average, I'm sure, is up there quite a bit.
Garrett Cole last night able to get through 6. Remember, he had that 25 pitch first inning, but then was able to kind of have a good couple, innings
Garrett
at the end there.
Doesn't always execute what he's trying to do out there at times, but he really knows what he needs to do and how to get through innings without throwing a ton of pitches. So he can do that. He can have that bad inning. And
this might be 2. There's one and a double play. Well, that's a quick way to get some outs. Chad Kuhl erases the walk with the double play. We're through one scoreless.
Sports is brought to you by Allegheny Health Network, the largest health system rated #1 in the region for all the things that matter most. By Bordas & Bordas, official legal partner of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And by Kenny Ross Subaru, total confidence pricing. Let's go Bucks!
Through one tonight. Nothing. As we got underway a little late, had some rain showers. Still might have some later on tonight, but hopefully keep our fingers crossed. Jeremy Hellickson, strike thrower. Freese leads things off. Polanco and Diaz due up to follow. David, a remarkable on base percentage. Those numbers look rather pedestrian, but then if you, as Clint Hurdle would say, peel back the layers, 380 on base, which
it's like an onion, isn't it?
Right. Well, it doesn't make you cry. It makes you happy, actually. 380, 12th best in the league with anybody with as many plate appearances as David. So,
well, part of it
is better
is
guys.
Because of what Freese is trying to do when he goes to the plate. I mean, he loves to commit to trying to hit the ball the other way, which allows him a little, you know, a blink of the eye longer before he has to decide whether to swing or not, which gives him a better opportunity not to chase bad pitches and to take those base on balls and get that on base percentage up.
And Freese thought that may have been out of the zone. Borderline. That was called a strike, but 2 and 4 were called balls. So somewhere in there's a 3-2 count. Trying to take it the other way, but right at Joseph for the first out.
Yeah, well, I always say those borderline pitchers are flip of the coin pitchers.
Yeah.
Whether you take them or not, and that's what happened that at bat. You get one, and then the next one might go the other way. So you're taking, especially with 2 strikes, you're taking a chance by taking one of those borderline pitches.
So instead of taking one with 2 strikes, he put a bat on it.
Right.
Freese always a veteran-like approach. Gregory Polanco in this young July at 350 in the month, 7 for 20. A couple of doubles among those 7 hits.
You know, we've been talking about this for, it seems like, most of the season. You love to see that home run bat of his get going.
Has 6 as we've passed the official midpoint of the season. Line drive, though. Seeing more of that. Harder contact. In my novice eyes, it looks like the swing is crisper, smoother, shorter. I think that's all going to come. 6-game hitting streak now for Polanco.
It makes you wonder, what kind of a hitter is he? Is he going to be in his career?
Great point. Yeah, I mean,
you look at his size. I mean, he's one of the biggest guys on the team. You think, okay, there's going to be one of your home run hitters. But maybe that's not the way he's going to turn out. He's going to turn out to be more of what you're just saying, and line drive type hitter. But we have seen the power in the past, little flashes of it, so we know it's there.
Does the power come at a sacrifice? I think that's maybe the question yet to be answered, right?
Could be, yeah.
So can he hit 300 and give you 15 home runs and, go gap to gap, or is he going to be a 260 hitter with 30 home runs? I don't know. We don't know. There's Diaz. Second start in the last 8 games for Diaz. Both have been cool starts. Polanco running, and he'll steal the base. Nicely backed up by Galvis.
That's another thing that last year he seemed so aggressive out on the bases. He was looking to steal every time he got on, and this is just number 8 on the year, isn't it?
8 out of 9.
It hasn't been looking to run as much as he has in the past.
Got those long legs, big strides. Gets into scoring position with 1 out. And that has been a specialty for Diaz. In his short time up here, hitting .391. Franco will retire Diaz for the 2nd out.
A pretty nice play by Franco, fielding that ball almost after it already passed him. The reason he lets this ball get so far, like I said, by him before he uses his glove, is that allows him to have a little extra time to move that glove up or down if he has to. If it takes a bad hop, he can make an adjustment.
And move 3 steps to his left, too, showing some good range. Young third baseman of the Phillies. Max Moroff. High, but this one curling toward the seats. And into some of the umbrellas that have just popped up. It is raining again, but very lightly. And so I think if folks who have come here tonight, they're ready to brave the elements.
Yeah, nobody is surprised that it's sprinkling. I knew that was going to happen. He got up this morning.
Maybe he was. And he knows it. He's having some fun with it.
It's going to be a warm rain.
A summer rain.
Summer rain.
Yeah. How about Moroff with the 2-out hit here? I'm talking with him the other day. He stayed ready. It's we praised Osuna in the open because it is very difficult for a rookie to have intermittent playing time and still be productive, whether it's 1 at bat a night off the bench or a spot start.
Yeah, everything being equal, you definitely want veteran players on your bench. I'd play a couple rookies every day if they're good enough, but have some veteran guys on that bench. But that's not very easy to do. And last year, how good the bench was, and you had a veteran bench. I mean, Freese started out as a bench player. You had Sean Rodriguez, who was outstanding coming off the bench.
Matt Joyce had a really good first 4 months of the season.
He hit a home run, seemed like every pinch hit. So those are the kind of guys that have been around a while and can flourish in that role.
And every now and then you get a special hitter who can do it very young. And Adam Frazier was that guy last year who showed that, as he gets a day off tonight, but He showed that he could hit no matter if it was, wake him up for the 8th inning and hit a lefty. Osuna has been that kind of guy in terms of his power. Now 2-2 on Moroff. Let's look at our Barrel Automotive League leaders. We're just talking about all the different rookies, but the Pirates have a good number of rookies. Josh Bell leading among them, but Elias Diaz has driven a bunch of runs. Osuna has driven a good amount of runs. Pirates rookies have more runs batted in than any other team. And Max Moroff has collected 4. How about another? 2-2. And Hellickson with that change of pace, able to get out of that man at second base. 0-0 as we go to the last of the second. Update. Pirates with no players on the DL. They're the only team in baseball that don't. So let's look at the Cubs. And John Lackey, who was not scheduled to pitch in this upcoming series against the Pirates, hits the 10-day DL with plantar fasciitis. And so the Cubs using that roster spot to recall Kyle Schwarber, who hit well at AAA Iowa. And the way that things are going with the 10-day DL and All-Star break, just kind of maybe a procedural move. Tommy Joseph will lead it off for Philly. 14 home runs. Cool. A 16 pitch first where he got a double play ball behind him. Erasing a walk. It'd be great to see him pitch well, not just because of the fanfare surrounding his second start here in the ballpark that he came to as a kid, but because he pitched so well his last time around, and to start to see maybe a trend developing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need to see from him.
He's ahead here, 1-2. Goes off speed and gets the comebacker for the out. Wendy and Clint like that. Yeah, he grew up in Bear, Delaware, which is about a 50-minute drive from here, and went to a few games at Old Veterans Stadium, but really remembers coming here to Citizens Bank Park, and the days of Halladay and Lee and Hamels, all the great Phillies pitchers, those were his heroes. And of course the irony of it all is that the first player that he faced as a major league pitcher was Chase Utley, who of course was a great Philly for a long time. was with the Dodgers, as he is now, last season. Sometimes too poetic. But cool, not especially phased in that last start last year nor here tonight. He's got a job to do.
Yeah, I think that, you know, especially in this situation more than last year, it's not a big thing that's on his mind. He wants to do exactly what we were just talking about, and that's put up 2 back-to-back good games.
Played nicely by Osuna. He'll quickly get it in. They got a play on him, and Altair is out. What a play by Osuna as he guns out Altair for the second out of the inning.
That ball hit very hard, and Osuna realized immediately, I got no chance of getting back there to catch this ball. I'm going to set up, get a rebound, and get a good throw off. Look, he has back to the infield, puts himself in position. The ball comes right back to him. And look at the nice accuracy on that throw. That is a one-hopper right over the top of the bag. Beautifully done.
Second outfield assist for Osuna this season. And with the smaller dimensions here too, it's a little shorter of a throw.
Absolutely.
You can make that play. Altair surprised to see that ball coming in. So the defense helping out cool. Osuna getting the start tonight. Odubel Herrera goes down as a base hit and a 7-4 put out. Osuna back in action. Doesn't have that great range, but he's going to throw again. And Osuna's got 2. Wow! Don't run on Jose Osuna. Wave that finger, Jose.
Oh my, what a throw. This one might even be better because he had all his momentum going away, and again right on the bag. What accuracy.
2 assists for Osuna in the inning. Victims on the base paths on our UPMC scoreboard stays 0-0. How about that? I mean, back-to-back plays.
Don't know if I've ever seen 2 in a row like that.
And 2 differently hit balls. One off the wall, one shallow, and both times. I mean, Herrera runs well. And Osuna putting 2 great throws right on the bag.
Altair is not slow.
Yeah, I mean, he runs well too. So he gets them both.
2 legitimate guys running the bases, and both of them were out easy. And a nice little tip of the cap, I think, right there to Jay on that last one. It was a good accurate throw, but he had to handle a little bit of a iffy hop there. It wasn't a nice long hop.
Chad Kuhl hitting for his first hit of the season. That's the first out here in the third. Osuna, who had 1 assist, has 2 in back-to-back batters. Well done catching that in the heel of the glove too and keeping it in there.
Yeah, that's a spot the ball could have easily came out of on the tag.
Yeah, as good as Osuna was, credit Harrison too.
Look at everybody smiling, laughing.
Who was that did the gunslinger thing? Osuna's on deck, and the receiving end of those throws, Josh Harrison. Hey, you talk about sometimes, you know, a big hit can ignite a team. How about some defense igniting a team?
Yep, yeah, it can happen also. Well, you could, because you see the way the emotions flow when they get back in that dugout. Everybody's laughing, happy. You know, it's like, hey, let's get to the bats. Come on, guys. You know, that sort of feeling can make something happen. And you wonder, what's that really do? I don't know, but I've witnessed it. I'm sure you have, where, you know, everybody just getting all fired up, and all of a sudden now the hits start coming.
On the bunt, Hellickson, a former Gold Glover. Did that look easy? Jose Osuna coming up. Had that great spring training. Didn't even start the season with the Pirates, but came up and has stayed up. And our Point Park tweets, and yeah, seeing the arm flexion there. Jose says no. Yeah, no way against Jose, that's for sure.
All right, that's over with. Do some of the bat, huh?
Okay, a line drive.
Almost.
Right at Altair, so a little bit of retribution. And a 1-2-3 inning for Hellickson. That's Good Brother Earl, who will be our featured performer this week on Friday Night Rocks. Join us as the Bucks take on the Cubs tomorrow afternoon, and hear more from Good Brother Earl and some of the best bands in the bird on Friday Night Rocks Daytime Edition, presented by IC Light. It is rainy, overcast, foreboding skies over Philadelphia, but we play on. We're in the bottom of the third. Coming up, Chad Kuhl pitching as close to his hometown as you can in the big leagues. Andrew Knapp is the Phillies catcher tonight. So through 2 innings, Kuhl has allowed 2 singles and a walk and has faced the minimum.
A lot of help from the D. Double play, a couple of big throws.
Osuna with back-to-back outfield assists, throwing out Altera and Herrera at second after their base hits.
You know what sometimes you see with a couple of good defensive plays like that is a pitcher then gets on a little bit of a roll, fires him up. Somebody better get on a roll here.
We're going to be out of cliches soon.
Yeah.
There's a walk to Knapp. So second walk issued by Kuhl. Andres Blanco, switch hitter. Phillies with 4 switch hitters in the lineup again tonight. I think it's just 169. This first time around on the order, probably what, 85–90% fastballs from Kuhl?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. At a 33, 27.
Yeah, 4 or 5 maybe. Threw a couple curve and a change it looked like in that last about. Whoop. The throw goes into right field. The bat goes into the stands. Knapp heads to third.
He might score.
And Polanco heading into the corner. The Phillies catcher scores from first on that throw. There's a 3-base throwing error, and the Phillies have the lead. Watch the bat go flying.
You know, one thing we've seen from Diaz is he does love to throw behind the hitters.
And Bell got caught watching the bat going into the
I thought that would happen. I didn't want to say anything until I saw it, but in live I thought he was looking at the bat. Sure enough, that shows it. He was looking into the stands, and that ball went down in the corner.
That error will be on the throw by Diaz.
Now, if they had a pickoff play on, then I got to put the blame on Bell there.
Otherwise, you're just reacting right to.
Well, yeah, it's just a reaction play, and his reaction was watching the bat. Be an interesting conversation when both of them get in the dugout. Imagine Tom Prince will be involved in that conversation.
Yeah. Long-time catcher. When is it good to try to keep?
What you really want, and what I've always believed happens, is there's a little eye contact, between the first baseman and the catcher. The catcher maybe has a little dirt in his hand, and he kind of tosses it, your way, and then maybe the first baseman will kind of touch his nose or something, just to let him know, yeah, okay, I see you. You're thinking about throwing down here. That's like, I'll be there for you. That's how that comes about. And obviously there was no communication that time.
Well, 2 rookies
out there. Watch Bell where he's looking. He's looking in the stands, and there goes the ball. Well, he had no idea that throw was going to come down there.
And also, it's Knapp at first base. It's not a base stealer, but you can no pun intended, but you can catch a guy napping. I mean, being off the base. Or does it matter that he's not a base stealer?
Well, this is my opinion.
Yeah.
And don't throw behind guys. I've seen so many balls thrown away and very few guys picked off. So I'm one of those that I don't like that at all.
So if you're a catcher, maybe peek down there after every pitch just to see if a guy is
I don't
straying way off the bat.
I mean, yeah, there's an occasion where very few times there's an occasion where somebody gets off, but I've never been a guy that likes throwing behind. There's too many bad things.
Risk
can
reward.
Happen. Yeah, it's not. And like you said, Knapp, where was he going?
Yeah. So it ends up costing a run. How strange is that? You see 2 outfield assists last inning, and then a ball thrown into the right field corner from behind home plate. Just doesn't happen. That's why you always tune in. You never know what you're going to see, good and bad. Nava. Down 2 strikes. Cool doesn't seem to have let that play behind him affect him, getting the next 2 men.
Well, you shouldn't. I mean, 1 run isn't a problem. I know here's another one of these cliches that we don't have many left. I'm going to throw it out there though early. Is that you had to score 1 run anyway. So that's what I used to tell myself. I guess you try to rationalize everything when you're out there. It's like, well, okay, I gave up a run. I mean, we were going to score at least 1 anyway if we're going to win this game. So that shouldn't be a big deal. You're always trying to look at things that make it appear like the glass is half full, not half empty when you're pitching. You got to keep that positive thoughts going all the time, and that's half the time. That's what the pitcher coach is telling you when he makes those visits. It's all about staying positive.
So Moroff takes care of that. Unearned run in the 3rd. 1-0 Phillies.
It's time for the Toyota all-wheel drive RAV 4th inning. Toyota, what drives you?
And Francisco Cervelli, the veteran catcher, talking with the rookie about that play that yielded the first run for the Phillies.
Tommy Pritz there behind him, and that will go down as a learning moment for the youngster.
And Josh Bell apologizing to the pitcher.
There really isn't a whole lot that Bell is going to say to anybody in that situation there. Just hey,
sorry that it happened.
But it happened.
Yeah.
That's the point. And let's turn the page and win the ball game now.
Well, Andrew McCutcheon's a good start here.
But
in the 4th.
It is good though that he did go up and say something. You know, that
an acknowledgement.
You're right. Yeah. But it doesn't have to be a down on your knees plating. Oh, I'm sorry. No, just hey. I messed up. Oh, looky here.
That kicks away from Herrera. And McCutchen will find himself at second base. I thought Herrera was going to close the ground there, but instead it's a double for McCutchen.
Just couldn't quite get the glove underneath it. It was odd. The glove actually closed before the ball hit it. Cutch thinking that, okay, if that ball falls in, I got a single. And once he saw it bounce away, turned on the jets a little bit so he could get into second base.
Leadoff man in scoring position. And now Bell with the chance here to bring home a run. Pirates' third hit off Hellickson tonight. Two of those off the bat of McCutchen. Down the line, deep, and this one is gone. An opposite field home run for Josh Bell. He's got the ball, and the Pirates have the lead.
I guess that's the definition of a redeemer.
I'll say, and then some. Home run number 16.
Well, this is what Bell brings to the table. At home run bat. Ball's up and away. That's his sweet spot.
And 16 home runs before the All-Star break. No Pirate has ever done that for a rookie.
Still got some more games in Chicago for him to add to that mark. Opposite field.
More importantly, it puts the good vibes back. Back on top. Still nobody out in the inning.
I'm not sure the vibes are having much to do with anything so far today.
There it is. 16 home runs. No Pirate rookie had ever done that before the All-Star break. All-Star game started in 1933. So if there was a rookie that did it before then, I'd be surprised. But to the opposite field. Now this ballpark again a little shallower here. That's 362 feet on StatCast, but still to be able to drive the ball and get that ball out of here so quickly too to the opposite field, that strength special. And it's got to feel good for him after the play last inning.
You know that he was feeling poorly. You know that he was at least a part of a situation that gave the other team a run. So he decided to go get that back and add another one to it. Makes him +1. Huh?
Yeah, right. Talking about that a couple days ago. But the Pirates tonight getting those good plays in the field by Jose Osuna on back-to-back batters. Osuna throwing out 2 base runners. The first time that a Pirate outfielder has had 2 assists in an inning in more than 10 years. Back in '07, Ryan Doman with 2 outfield assists in the 5th inning in St. Louis. That wouldn't have been the name that I would have thought would have come up.
Well, Ryan had a decent arm. Had the catcher's arm. Afraid he's not liking those calls.
Now the 2 previous pitches,
yeah, he didn't like
one
those.
was fouled and the other one was called a strike. Alfonso Marquez calling the balls and strikes tonight, looks like so far.
You know, you get assists too for just like just throwing the ball into the relay guy. You can get a single. Because like
sure, yeah.
Jordy Mercer's gotten a lot of outfielders some assists. Because Jordy's thrown out a lot of guys. So that could have been the case. And so that's another thing too about these two, that these weren't. These were all Osuna.
He threw them out, right? Harrison had to receive the ball and make a tag on two very good throws,
but he put them there.
Yeah, but he put them right there. So and then two different balls too, one to the wall and one toward the line. So
showing versatility, doing it all.
So the rookies on display tonight with Osuna and Bell, the big factors. Another one, Elias Diaz. Dubiously last inning, but he's been calling a good game tonight and has a chance still to do plenty more.
Talking to himself a little bit. Hit that one way up into the second deck, but point away is foul. He's telling himself, gotta stay back, use your hands.
Hellickson now behind 3-2. Oh, he left that on a tee. And Polanco lasers this one out of here. Home run number 7. Home runs by Bell and Polanco here in the Pirates' 4th.
Now this ball really shows the example of the kind of hitter that he can be, the power that he has. I mean, I know this ball didn't go deep, way over the fence, but how quick does it get out? He actually stands there and looks at it just for a moment, because he knows, even though he doesn't have that trajectory where it's going to be one of those majestic home runs, he knows he has absolutely blasted that ball. Plenty of velocity to get it over the fence.
That was one of those pitches that your eyes become big as saucers. I said it was put on a tee. I mean, it was almost right down the middle, a changeup, and it just batting practice style fastball if you're in the right mindset. Polanco didn't miss it. 7th home run. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Having a nice July now. Hitting .409 this month. Still home runs by Bell and Polanco in the inning. That'll bring some smiles. Two and one on Diaz.
There's quite of a swing of emotion in that dugout last 2 innings.
From those 2 assists in the second.
And after the inning, everybody come walking in. Everybody kind of had their heads down a little bit. Now they're back up again.
Now, how many times does a guy throw out
what
a couple
happens?
guys?
Well, how many times do you see this? A bad defensive play that gives up a run kind of fires everybody up.
I mean,
they come in and then offense starts hitting home runs.
That's baseball.
You see that all the time.
I mean that's textbook baseball. I mean, you see that every time, right? Hard hit. What a play by Franco. Wow, he peeled that from the sky.
Hellickson, I guess you can't say he's got him popping up right now, can you?
No. Not fooling a lot of Pirate batters tonight.
That ball smoked. Must be a newer glove or it would have ripped right through.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He's shown some good reactions over there at third tonight. Diaz turned aside for the second out. Max Moroff, that one was hit at 108 miles an hour via StatCast. That is very fast. Popped a couple in there. Now Moroff behind 0-2. Moroff dispatched on 3 curveballs, but the Pirates strike for 3. There are home runs in the inning. Josh Bell. Andrew McCutchen getting aboard, then Bell's home run, and Polanco with his 7th. A laser beam to right. The Pirates have the lead. Scored 3-1 Pirates. Josh Bell with a 2-run home run. Gregory Polanco with a solo shot. Some hard hit balls off Jeremy Hellickson tonight. Phillies have 2 hits. Both of those batters were erased before they could get to second base, thanks to throws by Jose Osuna. The 1 run they did score was after Knapp walked, a 3-base throwing error allowed him to score. A wild start. Galvis walked back in the first. Got a little piece of Diaz there, so delay the proceedings for a moment. Right to Moroff. Leadoff man gone in the Phillies' 4th inning. So far tonight for Cool, doing a decent job against left-handed batters. Only Herrera with a hit. That was that single where he was erased. That was a key to his success in his last start, trying to trend in that favor. Well, it's not like Kuhl has not had long stretches of success, but this year had a long stretch of some middling outings between last year and the first few starts this year. 14 starts, in fact, a 3.50 ERA over that span. So you think about, having some extended success here, and now maybe getting back to some of that with better command. He's walked a couple tonight, but it's so far he's been in and around the plate a fair bit tonight.
Not as good as it was in his last start, but he's still a 2-hitter, 1 run through the first 3 innings. That'll work. Fastball away. Good command with that pitch at 99 miles an hour.
How does J-Hay even get to that ball? Playing on the other side on a shift.
This is an example of why I don't buy into like he's overthrowing and that's when it gets wild. I mean, he absolutely dotted an I with this fastball exactly to the perfect spot where Diaz has the glove, and it was 99 miles an hour.
And there'll be times at 94 where he's got to come out of his crouch.
Watch. Look at that. Right, exactly. Called for fastball away. Look exactly where he put it, and it was 99. So there's no tie for me between the velocity and the wildness. And he could do that same thing with a 94, and he could bounce a 99 in the dirt, and he could bounce a 94 in the dirt. It doesn't have any correlation.
Totally agree. What we have seen tonight as he starts him off speed is a lot of fastballs. Which, I mean, if you're throwing in the upper 90s, it's not a bad thing. And we always talk about trying to get ahead. Well, look at that. I mean, he's been ahead of all but 2 hitters so far. Makes Uncle Ray happy.
Yeah, more than anything else, that's what Ray preaches. Please throw strike 1.
That's the #1 edict. There's one, and there's a double play. A couple of twin killings turned behind Chad Kuhl tonight, and he'll take a 3-1 lead through 4th.
3-1 as we hit the midway points of this ball game. I'm Robbie. It's Mikowski. Well, the Philadelphia Phillies lost a legend early in the offseason when they lost manager Dallas Green, who passed away at the age of 82. And Chad Kuhl has a pretty unique connection to Dallas Green, the former Phillies manager who took them to a World Series title back in 1980. He was also the GM of the Cubs. Now, Chad Kuhl went to the University of Delaware, and while there, he received the Dallas and Sylvia Green Baseball Scholarship, which has now been given out for 19 years. Now, Dallas Green himself earned a scholarship to play baseball at the University of Delaware, and Chad was very upset with the passing of the former Phillies manager. And Bob, I know you were as well, as you played for Dallas, winning that 1980 World Series, and I'm sure you have plenty of fond memories of him.
Oh, absolutely. It was most of my memories of Dallas were he was the farm director as I was coming through the minor leagues at a very young age, and I think as anybody that's been around the game of baseball knows, like, the farm director is the next thing to God when you're a minor leaguer. I mean, he's the guy that has your fate in your hands. So we were always well aware anytime he was sitting in the stands watching us, we had to make sure that we would do everything right, watch our P's and Q's. And one thing that was, I don't know, maybe a lucky break or whatever, that he got the manager's job my rookie year. So
that's the
Dallas always had the young guys back, and he was a little bit of a rough around the edges, kind of a gruff type of manager that would say whatever he thought needed to be said. And at that time, the Philly team was a bunch of older veteran guys who had not been able to get over the hump. Had played very well for a number of years, but always seemed to mess it up in the playoffs. Well, the Phillies thought maybe that's the kind of manager that they needed for those old guys, to push them a little bit. Whether that's what happened or not, the results speak for themselves. And Dallas took over the reins, and they won the World Series
for the first time in the franchise's history. Think about what the Cubs did. Larry Bowa, part of that, and I know that he was Dallas Green was revered here.
Oh, and still,
yeah.
I mean, that's, even though he moved on to other places, he was a GM for the Cubs, managed in New York for several years. Still, Philly, this was his place. And, he'll always be remembered as the manager of that Phillies team.
Harrison out to center, but it'll die there. And with that scholarship that he got to Delaware, we're reading something about how Chad Kuhl is the first Delaware pitcher, meaning University of Delaware, to pitch since Dallas Green pitched a half-century prior to that. So the connection with the university and what he did, helping out future kids. Well, here's one of them right here. Jose Osuna. Two great plays in the outfield tonight. Well, the Blue Hens not only had Dallas Green and Chad Kuhl, but Tommy Hurd, as well as Lee Elia, who went out to manage. Kevin Mensch.
Yeah, Lee Elia was Dallas's manager. He went to be the GM for the Cubs.
And then
I remember a famous talk Lee Elia had with the press one day in Chicago. It's pretty legendary.
Google it. E-L-I-A.
It'll be entertaining.
And then Hall of Fame righty, great pirate Vic Willis was also a Blue Hen years ago. Be careful. That's not for everyone's ears.
Yes.
Yeah. As I just recall what exactly is said. Hopefully it's beeped.
Now the Blue Hens, they're a kind of a fighting type chicken, weren't they? I guess that's why they took him as a mascot.
You were looking that up. Osuna almost beat that out. But Alexson with a 1-2-3, fifth inning. Pirates with a couple of home runs and have a lead, but they're going to looking to try to win this series 3-1. Won the last 2. And of course, a lot of collegians here in Philadelphia, a lot of universities. Temple included. Aaron Altair, who was one of a couple of Phillies thrown out trying to advance a single into a double in that second inning. Jose Osuna threw them both out. Back-to-back batters. That was something.
It was a classic throw, just like that pink cotton candy. Vanilla ice cream. They know how to do it right here in Philly.
And hold on to that just in case it rains later.
Yeah, you might need that for like a hood or something.
Yeah.
How do you get it out of here?
See, classic cotton candy, Bob. Kind you can't reach. Doesn't matter what color it is as long as you can get to it.
It's an event. That's what eating cotton candy is like. You don't want it to be real fast. Savor it. There you go. Yeah. Savor it now.
Altair will lead off the inning with a walk. And their day automotive this day in Pirates history back in '33, the first ever All-Star game. And Babe Ruth hit the first home run. And Paul Wainer and Pie Traynor were the representatives for the Pirates. And Pie Traynor with a pinch hit double in the 7th. Paul Wainer made an inning in right field. He's got his cotton candy. Yeah, so Babe Ruth, that was you know, the first All-Star game. Babe Ruth played in as many All-Star games as Josh Harrison will too, because it didn't exist earlier in his career. Two-time All-Star Babe Ruth. Again, one, and what a turn by Josh Harrison. The third double play, turned behind Chad Kuhl tonight. And Harrison had to get out of the way of that ball being thrown around.
Having a hard time throwing it around.
Yeah.
It was a pretty play when the ball was live. Look how far outside that ball was. That was pretty. So Herrera just trying to slap that ball the other way, obviously, and not hit into the double play.
So the Phillies have had 6 base runners tonight. 3 have been erased on double plays. 2 have been erased by Jose Osuna, and 1 scored on a 3-base throwing error. From the wild to the wacky.
Not leaving anybody on base tonight.
Yeah, well, right. Knapp was that man who scored. He was at first on a walk, and then see, savoring it just like you said.
Yeah.
That bat goes hurtling, and Moroff coolly.
Everybody ignored it this time.
Handles the out. Yeah, last time the bat went into the stands and the ball went into the right field corner. So we're official tonight. 3-1 Pirates. got here in the second inning. Jose Osuna getting the start at left tonight, showing off his arm and nailing Aaron Altair. Then a little bloop down the line. Odubel Herrera, the very next batter. First time in more than 10 years, Pirates outfielder had 2 assists in an inning. And Josh Bell putting the Pirates in the lead for the first time. And later in the inning, why not go to right? A laser home run for Polanco. A couple of home runs in the inning, accounting for the 3 runs. Pirates have the advantage as we start the 6th. And Andrew McCutchen, 2 hits tonight. A single and a double, scoring ahead of that Bell home run. Average back up to 288. Keeps this up, he might go from 200 around Memorial Day to 300 by the break.
Well, he definitely by the end of the year be hitting about 330. Keeps the pace up. He'll also have maybe 30 home runs. Maybe 100 steaks.
Ribeyes.
That's right. Ribeyes. Nicely marbled.
No one's gotten on ahead of him yet tonight. He's had to bat it with the bases empty in the first and then led off the 4th, and now leading off here. Just drive in yourself. Alexson out of Des Moines, Iowa. Former Tampa Bay Ray. That's where he came up. Won the Rookie of the Year 6 years ago. In the American League. Having to face the DH. John Jaso, part of that Rays outfit from time to time. Out towards center. And Altair, the right fielder. Cut across. McCutchen retired to start the Pirates' 6th inning. After the All-Star break, the Pirates take on their NL Central rival St. Louis Cardinals on Friday, July 14th at PNC Park, and head on out early for a Barrel Kia block party on Federal Street. Features live music and alumni autographs and the Line and Kugel Bar. So lock in your seats at pirates.com/tickets. 4-day All-Star break begins Monday, and the action will resume next Friday as Pirates will begin a week-long homestand. On to Chicago for afternoon contest tomorrow.
Guys will be getting a nice little break. Get them refreshed. From that point on, it's going to start being a little more important to get a winning streak of some sort put together.
Pirates can win their 3rd in a row tonight if the score holds.
You get on the other side of the All-Star break, a sense of urgency to move up toward the top of the division is going to become great, especially when you get toward the trading deadline. And you want to prove to everybody that you are a legitimate contender.
Roped to right. Altair has them both so far in this inning. So 2 up and 2 down 7 in a row sent down by Hellickson. Let's look at our Nissan road ahead. And tomorrow afternoon game in Chicago. Williams against Eddie Butler of the Cubs. Then Nova and Arrieta on the Saturday night game. That'll be carried by Fox. Sunday we'll be back with you. Jameson Taillon against the lefty John Lester. And then the break. So Pirates have a chance to make some waves here going into the respite. David Freese lined out hard on a 3-2 pitch in the second and struck out the second time. Hard hit again. Elvis from his knees, still able to get David Freese. Well, the Phillies flashing some leather tonight too. Helps out Hellickson. Galvis with a little mustard on it.
Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by the Chevy Colorado and your Western PA Chevy dealers. And by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Let's go Bucks!
Pirates have the advantage. 3-1. Couple of home runs in the fourth.
Look like Danny Ozark.
Ex-Phillies manager. Time's gone by.
That was the manager that Dallas Green took over from.
He would go on to manage the Giants after that. Oh, Mr. Ozark. Blanco, first pitch swinging. Is the first down. Well, Chad Kuhl, lo and behold, we're in the 6th inning. He's at 66 pitches.
Beautiful.
This is the memory lane that shows some of the Phillies lore. I had forgotten what it showed.
Really a nice stadium here. I
walked
like
around
it
a little bit today. I wanted to take a look.
Done a very good job with it.
In its 14th season of existence now.
A lot of good stadiums around baseball, obviously, but this is one of them.
Cracked out to Osuna.
Some of them we don't care for, but we try not to call those out.
So Nick Williams pinch hitting for Hellickson there. Is the second out.
Atlanta.
And July 15th is a free shirt Saturday when the Pirates battle the Cardinals at 7:05. First 20,000 fans through the gates get a Let's Go Bucks t-shirt. Thanks to FedEx Ground. Ivan Nova, nice model there. Every fan going home a winner on an Eden Park Scratch and Win Saturday. Get your tickets at pirates.com/free shirt Saturday. So the All-Star Pat Neshek looks like he'll come on next, as Hellickson done after his 6 innings. 5 hits and 3 runs for Hellickson. .77 pitches was enough after they're trailing. And that was what had gotten Cool out of a lot of these games too. It wasn't always a big pitch count. You know, down in a 3-1 game. We saw that actually a couple times.
But you know, a lot of times though, you don't get pinch hit for after 5 innings in a 3-1 ball game. But with Chad, I think they've been very conservative in his pitch counts here. His first really full season of going out there every 5th day.
And 16 is average these days.
Well,
nothing above average.
The double plays, the 2 outfield assists, I mean, those things have all helped him out tonight, keep that pitch count down where it is.
And one of the most remarkable things is Osuna coming through with those back-to-back outfield assists, which we're told the last Pirate to do that was Gary Alexander in the strike year of '81, to do that on back-to-back plays. I mean, that's how unusual that is to see that happen 36 years ago. So Osuna move over Gary Alexander. And he strikes out Nava. So for Cool, just his 2nd strikeout tonight, but he has been mowing down the Phillies.
99 on that pitch.
Music from the Rex coming to Stage AE on July the 25th. Some of the Phillies greats through the years in the background. Harry Callis, a longtime voice of the Phillies. Got to meet him one time. That's it. I'm sure you had many interactions.
Yeah, I did. One of my all-time favorites. Announcers, person, everything.
Harry the K, well beloved here. I mean, what a nice man. I met him for 2 minutes, and I think he's one of the nicest people I've ever met. So imagine the group of he and Richie Ashburn on the radio here legendary. And the Phillies bring in their all-star.
A good opponent batting average now at 212. Not bad at all. Of course, the ERA is sparkling. Lots of strikes. 4 walks.
Polanco's hit some strikes tonight. Flare in the center and then a line drive home run to right. Hitting at 409 here in June in the first few days of it. He's been cleaning up. And make it a 3-for-3 night for Polanco. 2 singles and a homer.
Sinker on the outside, didn't try to get out and yank it anywhere. Just hit that ground ball up the middle, which is an impressive ground ball. They decided to play fireworks.
Oh, it's a great time to celebrate Polanco's 3rd hit of the night here. Why wouldn't you celebrate it?
It was a nice hit, but that's probably overdoing it.
Now everyone's going to want fireworks when they get it. Millennials. I'll tell you, it's the city of brotherly love here, right? So they're just trying to
make us feel home.
Yeah. Out to Galvis. That'll hold off the celebrations. And so 1 away. And today is the last day to purchase Pirate tickets and have the Pirates pay all of your service fees. That's good for all regular season games for the rest of the season, like Zambelli Fireworks Nights and Free Shirt Saturdays, Kids Days, and Fan Jam featuring Chicago and all the games in between. Get your tickets. Go to pirates.com/no fees. Max Moroff, strikeout victim a couple of times tonight. And Chattancool out on deck, so he's gone 6 innings tonight. Looks like he's going to stay in.
Nice.
74 pitches.
Love that. Hey, let him throw about 110 tonight.
Right.
I mean, as long as the Philadelphia hitters cooperate.
Yeah.
If they cooperate, let him go.
And he's hearing from his home folks tonight, right?
Stretched out a little bit. I mean,
plus he's been pitching well.
Right, you got how many days to rest up?
A 4-day break. Pirates can reset the rotation however they like. Jameson Taillon. He will start the final game on Sunday before the break. And the Pirates, if they so choose, he could pitch the first game after the break.
Could.
They probably won't do that.
Probably not.
But I'm just saying that that's the advantage of having that 4-day break, is you can double up guys if you so chose. Tell you something that you won't see probably ever again is a guy pitch start 3 consecutive games for a team. 2 you can, right, with the break. A few years back, Zach Greinke of Milwaukee did that. He started the final game before the break, the first game after the break, and I think he threw 3 or 4 pitches. He got ejected from the ball game.
Pitch next night.
And he insisted that he start the next night. So he'd become the first pitcher in almost 100 years to start 3 consecutive games. That we probably won't see again.
No, not for another 100 years.
That will allow Polanco to move up on the walk, and that will be it. That'll be. They said pass ball, but it's a walk, so there should be nothing charged to Napa unless Polanco had advanced further. Now Polanco, if he so chose, he can keep going even though it's a walk. Same thing with Moroff, but it was corralled quickly enough.
You're only free to the next base. After that, you're on your own.
Cool will bat here in the 7th. In the air, and that's the second out. So the runners stay put.
You watch the bat kind of pushes it down. Pushed it down below the baseball.
Polanco the lead runner. Moroff drawing the walk, trailing him. There's an 0 for 3 tonight. He laid down a bunt back to the 3rd. Neshek, 2-time All-Star now. He's an avid autograph collector, and baseball cards, things of that nature. That's his favorite hobby, and he will trade if a fan sends him an autographed card of anybody. He'll send one of his. He likes collecting all the different guys he's played with and against, but also tries to engage the fans as much as he can too. One of the real good guys in and around the game. Answers all of his fan mail. And answers the bell there, stranding a pair. Well, let's stretch. Pirates have the lead 3-1.
telecast is presented by the authority of the Pittsburgh Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
There's a Blue Hens hat and shirt. That's where Chad Kuhl played his college ball. And in front of friends and family tonight, working with the lead and working into the 7th. I bleed black and yellow. It's my first Pirates game. I like that. Pens and Steelers logo on there too. That's good.
Yeah, I think when you come to Philadelphia, you get the Pirate sign and black and yellow and all that. It's always good to have the Stanley Cup penciled in up there in the back, just to kind of rub it in.
Hey, Flyer fans. Broad Street's been bullied lately. Galvis strikes out. Cool through 6 1/3. MLB.tv. Every night, every device. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live. Plus, get a free subscription to At-Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Well, the rain, for the most part, is held off tonight. Franco with his second hit. And he'll stay put. No one's running on those outfield arms
Didn't
anymore.
try to stretch it though.
Yeah. Only the 4th hit that Kuhl has allowed tonight.
Getting a little wet out there right now.
Literally, as I said, the rain is held off. It started to rain.
Yep.
Yep.
Not, anything terrible right yet, but getting everybody's attention.
Well, Kuhl's gotten our attention tonight. He's gotten 3 double plays behind him. He's gotten 2 outfield assists, back-to-back plays by Jose Osuna. But he has also limited the Phillies to 4 singles tonight and 2 walks. That's been it. And if he can get another out, it'll be his longest outing of his career. He's going to have 1 unearned run. Never played at this ballpark until he pitched here last season, despite growing up less than an hour's drive from here. Certainly a lot of games in the seats. And he has risen to the occasion. Tony Watson was not available yesterday with a cut on his throwing hand, thumb specifically. Wade LeBlanc is trying to toe the rubber in the Pirates' pen. Been a fun one to watch if you're a Pirates fan.
A variety of eras are represented in all these uniforms.
Oh yeah.
Saw a Steve Blass model there earlier.
99 from Kuhl in the 7th inning. Plenty from that young arm. Still at only 83 pitches here with 1 out in the 7th.
That velocity is been in between 99 and maybe 94. Been more 99s than there have been 94s. He's been in the upper 90s most of the night with his velocity on his fastball. A 90-mile-an-hour slider goes just through.
Joseph laying off that. Voltaire has singled and walked tonight. He's on deck. Joseph grounded into 2 his last time. I left that out over the plate. One of the few mistakes tonight that has cost Kuhl, and that double puts him in scoring position.
And that was a slider. A lot of these sliders have been put on the ground tonight. Yeah, that one belled high, middle of the plate. That one's not going to get put on the ground very often. He gets that one down, and could have one of those ground balls to freeze and start another double play. But did not command that one where he wanted to.
First time that the Phillies tonight have had a man stationed in scoring position. Of course, they scored the 1 run, but that was when Knapp scored from first on an errant throw to the outfield.
He just passed through second and third.
No one has stood there tonight. Making the drive in from Altoona.
Hopefully spending the night. Long drive back if they're not.
And hopefully a fun drive back right now with the Phillies having the tying runs in scoring position. Let's see some of the moxie that Chad Kuhl has. Altair is the only man that he has not retired tonight. Franco at third. Trailing runner Joseph not very fast at second. And remember, Kuhl has never gotten past this point in his career, 6 1/3. He's done it a couple of times. Can he pitch out of a jam? It's been his game tonight. That's going to score 1 and played a pair. In fact, I got to play at second, and he's out. Altair thrown out.
This has got to be an amazing story in tonight's game.
Jose Osuna has 3 runners thrown out at second base tonight. But the tying runs have come across.
Another hanging slider that tied the game, but another one-hop strike hits a second base.
Unbelievable. Altair has been thrown out twice, and Herrera has been thrown out. 3 outfield assists tonight. That's incredible. But that pitch high and out over plate, another slider. And Altair driving in the tying runs here in the 7th. But the base is clear now for Herrera. Osuna's been a big help tonight. Look at our Point Park tweets. Or sooner or later he'll be thrown out at second.
Good one.
Yeah.
One of the top tweets of the year right there. I like that.
Told that the last Pirate outfielder to have 3 outfield assists in the game. Sometimes you don't have that for a season, right? Was Cecil Espy, August 12th, 91 against St. Louis. And that was in an 11-inning game to do that. That's 100 miles an hour in the 7th. But the tying runs have come across. Osuna really saving the day tonight with 3 outfield assists. Getting the second out of this inning. I mean, coming into the play today, only one Pirate outfielder had more than 3 assists this season. Well, Kuhl will get through the 7th Oh, foul tip, beg your pardon. He was on his way out. And foul ball, I should say, not a foul tip. Ruled a foul ball. Yeah, you can hear the click click. That means it hit the bat and then it hit the ground.
And then it hit the glove. Should have been 3 clicks.
Oh.
Click, click, click.
Softly hit. And more off. Able to get the final out. Poole threw 7 for the first time in his career, but the Phillies tie it. New ball game as we go to the 8th. With 3 outfield assists in a game in 26 years, and more importantly, what he's been doing is saving what could have been some big innings.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking somebody out of scoring position with every one of these throws.
And getting an out, which otherwise would not have been recorded. So these are back-to-back plays in that second inning.
And in these scenarios here, you can argue you're saving runs, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't get the out, as you pointed out, and there's somebody in scoring position.
Well, I think it goes without saying that Osuna's defense tonight has kept this at least a tie game, because he's somewhere
no doubt about that.
Somewhere along the way, he's saved at least a run tonight. And so now he'll try to get the Pirates back in the lead after Poole going and completing 7 innings for the first time in his career, but also permitting the tying runs across. So in one effort, you think about, he's pitched a good ball game tonight. 3 runs over 7 innings.
Yeah,
that's a good ball game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just.
And he's made another step forward, but I'm sure it's disappointing that he didn't keep the lead here in this.
Your team's going to win a lot of those games if you do that. So that's very acceptable.
Joaquin Benoit now on for Philly.
See his opponent batting average is absolutely perfect, 186. Few walks though. Make sure he throws strikes.
In case you're wondering what the record is for outfield assists,
I am now
in a season, it's in a game, I should say, is 4. The major league record is 4. Fred Clark has a part of the tie of the record. The old Pirates Hall of Fame player and also a manager, of course, in those early previous century World Championship and the pennant winners. That happened in 1910. Osuna 0 for 4 tonight. But 3 assists, so what, -1?
You know, it would be great to look back and see if, like, the Cecil Espy, were those all him throwing guys out or not? You know, it might be one of those. When's the last time a Pirate threw out 3 guys on the bases? Pirate outfielder.
Yeah, directly so.
That's one of the things that's been so impressive tonight. You know, it hasn't been where he just got a ball at the base of the fence and turned around and threw it to the relay guy.
Andrew McCutchen with a couple of hits tonight.
He hit a couple balls hard tonight. Not a lot to show for it, but he's definitely going to be remembering this game for what he did out in the outfield.
I think we all will.
Yep, certainly will.
Now it's a matter of what gets done at the plate here in the later innings.
It could be 5-6 years from now. We'll be saying, remember that game Osuna had in Philadelphia? Somebody will throw somebody out, and we'll refer back to this one.
Tony Watson. Pirates are going to go to the bullpen, it looks like, next. And they've done a good job in this series. No runs over the 9 innings. Out to right. Deep. And Altair can't get there. And McCutchen with a 1-out double to start here in the 8th. 3 hits tonight.
McCutchen, I think, thought he might have had enough to get it over the fence here. Obviously, everybody that hits one good in Philadelphia down the line thinks, well, maybe. McCutchen going that direction. He's eyeballing it there, thinking, okay, maybe I have a chance. It hit up off the fence, didn't it? About a third of the way up. Altair really kind of lucky to come up with that one. Almost blew a tire going around first base. But that ball could have easily got by Altair, and then that would have been 3 bases for Cutchen with 1 out. That'd have been huge. Got the red running gloves on.
By the way, you asked about Cecil Espy and his 3 assists.
Yeah.
2 of those were direct assists. He threw Todd Zeile out at the plate. He threw Ozzie Smith out trying to get to second base on a single. But the third one, Ray Langford was out on a weird play where a runner tried to score and then Langford tried to move up to second when the throw came home. So 1 was indirect when Espy, the last Pirate to have 3 outfield assists back in '91.
So who knows when was the last time a Pirate outfielder threw 3 guys out in one game.
Oh, 2. Hold up. Yes. Let's see if he held here.
And yeah, I think you're going to get the benefit of the doubt on that one most of the time. He really didn't get the bat down where the ball was. Kept the bat up around the belt. The ball was bouncing in the dirt.
Got the go-ahead run at second with 1 out.
One of the things too I've always wondered about is the guys who use those dark painted bats. Do they get away with more check swings because the bat's a little tougher to pick out? So that gives them an advantage. I can remember guys talking about that, saying that they thought maybe that was the case and they would use those painted bats.
Right down the line, and Joseph can't get there. McCutcher will score. Bell chugging in for 2. And he's in as that ball hit him. He drives in the run, and it drives him to the ground. And he is in some pain right now. That throw hit him. It goes an RBI double. He stayed on the base. I think it hit him right in the leg or the knee. And Ben Potenziano is out there to check on Bell.
Maybe in the back.
Oh, perhaps. Yeah, somewhere.
Like a kidney punch.
Yeah, maybe in the weak areas that you have on either side of the spine. Lower part of the back there. Bell with his 3rd RBI tonight. Giving the Pirates the lead. And yes, that ball right down the line. And just out of Joseph's reach. He couldn't get the glove to the ground.
And because Poole was able to finish the inning, this run's his.
That's right. He could be in line for the win now. If the Pirates can hold on. Now, where does this hit him? Ooh, right in the spine.
Yeah, right on in the air. Hit him good. He tried to kind of like, you could see him thinking that, okay, I'm fine, and then he kind of gave into it as it bounced off of him.
2 extra base hits tonight. 3 RBIs. Didn't crack that bell. He stays in the ball game. And now a chance for another run. Just as the lead was given up, I bet you that was a huge inspiration for Cool right there. His teammates pick him right back up after a good outing tonight. But the 2 tying runs coming across in that 7th and likely final inning for Cool. And just a reminder, as you enjoy a cold one, to look forward to Miller Time later in the game, brought to you by Miller Lite. Chad Kuhl now in line for the victory after his teammates come up with a run. Still looking for more here in the 8th. Now 1-2 on David Freese. Oh, Cool. 7 innings tonight. He had never done that in the major leagues. And in front of probably about 100 folks. McCutchen with that double with 1 out. Scoring the go-ahead run.
Here,
I feel like they've got at least another one here in this inning.
There's like 18,000, 19,000 here.
No. I mean, just to see Chad.
Oh. There they are, part of the 100.
Yeah, Clint and Wendy there and some other family have yet to meet, friends. He's had a lot of family and friends that come out and visit him. They all wanted to come out and see him. There's a cool jersey, literally. Wanted to come out and see him start in Boston in that third game of the season that got rained out. And all had to go back. And then there was one other occasion, I was trying to think when it is this year, where he's had rain mess up one of his starts when family was in town. So good to make it an easy drive for him tonight.
It can be a little bit of a challenge sometimes to deal with family when you're in your hometown. You know, especially starting pitchers, they get into those habits, things they like to do.
Freeze down on strikes.
I've seen it work different ways. Some guys thrive at home. They love it at home. They have success. And sometimes it's the other side of that coin.
Well, he's pitched twice here, and he's pitched very well. So,
yeah.
And I remember his debut against Clayton Kershaw on Sunday Night Baseball, and that was the start before Kershaw went on the disabled list last year. And Kershaw wasn't himself, but Kuhl did beat him by pitching very well that night, receiving that throw at home plate on a potential wild pitch. Big fist pump. So he's risen to the moment at times here for a young player. So is he. Another rookie. Osuna and Bell tonight. A couple of rookies who have shown brightly. And now Polanco's 3 for 3 tonight. Homered in the fourth. A couple of singles flanking that. Take that to left, but down 2 strikes. Benoit gave up back-to-back doubles to McCutchen and Bell. And Ricardo Pinto loosening. Pirates trying to take 3 out of 4. Here to start the road trip before heading to Chicago for an afternoon contest tomorrow. Oh, 2. Polanco 2 for 2 lifetime against Benoit. And 3 for 3 tonight. He's got Bell there at second. Now the 1-2. And hit past Franco. Bell's going to try to score. Nava's throw is offline, and the Pirates get another run thanks to that 2-strike, 2-out hit by Polanco. 4 for 4 tonight.
You know, I was thinking 2 for 2 lifetime, 3 for 3 tonight. 1-run game late, 8th inning, base open at first, young right-hand hitter on deck. Why wouldn't they walk Polanco there? And now he's 4 for 4 on the night, 3 for 3 lifetime. And this was an ill-advised throw home. Not going to throw anybody out. So now there's another runner in scoring position.
Polanco credited with a single, moving to second on the throw. His second run batted in tonight.
A good job there with that ball that looked like it was up and away from him. Didn't try to do a whole lot with it.
Second 4-hit game of the season. And early here in July, 11 for 24 now.
Yeah, nice to see Polanco pick up an RBI.
Number 22 now.
And that has been another area of concern.
Diaz tonight 0 for 3. He lined out back in the 4th. So right after the Phillies pick up a pair in the bottom of the 7th, at the top of the 8th, the Pirates answer with a pair, and that has made Cool eligible for a victory. Cool is eligible to pitch out of the Pirates pen tonight. Rivero's saved the last 2. Have to look and see if Nicasio would go. He's only thrown 22 pitches, Nicasio, over the last 2, but Rivero 36. We'll find out. Looks like it'll be Watson with 2 switch hitters and a pinch hitter coming up in the bottom of the 8th, the bottom of the order for the Phillies. Polanco was down 0-2, went to 1-2, and then lined that single through the infield to score Bell. Benoit coming in a tie game. Pete McCannon used Pat Neshek, their all-star setup man, while trailing 3-1 entering the 7th inning because Neshek hadn't worked. And then next best option is Benoit, other than their closer Neris. So, but Benoit permitting 2 across, at least so far.
Trying to get those seams up on that baseball. That's why you see him rubbing it up the way he is.
It seems like it's taken a while to throw those 27 pitches tonight.
No. See what he's doing. No. Better step out. Again, let's see what the sign is. Nope, let's do this again. Let's step off. Go through another set. Here we go. We look down. Another set of signs. Nope, don't like those. Okay, how about these? How many pitches does he throw? Like 17?
Fastball, changeup, slider.
All of that to throw a 50-foot pitch in the dirt.
Benoit turns 40.
Better rub that ball up a little bit
later on this month.
Yeah, get some seams here. He have those seams on the last pitch.
Pitching coach Bob McClure.
I'm saying it. He's thinking it.
You may remember him from such films as Throw the Darn Ball. The 3-2. And there's a hot shot toward the corner. Polanco scores easily. And Diaz will double with 2 strikes and 2 outs. 3 across for the Buccos in the 8th.
Phillies fans giving him a good booing right now.
Came back over the plate. Three in the inning. First hit tonight for Diaz, his 14th run batted in. And the Pirates able to get to Benoit here in the 8th. So pitching change coming. Pirates plating 3. Pirates 3 runs across right after the Phillies tied it in the bottom of the 7th. They were able to get to Joaquin Benoit with 4 hits of the inning.
That's really a nice job tonight. Going to pick up their young right-hander after allowed the game to get tied there, and getting those 3 runs back, give him a little cushion now. Perkins will play out in right field.
Altair moved from right to center. Pitcher bats in the 6th spot for Herrera. That pitcher is Ricardo Pinto.
And Pinto has not seen a lot of action, obviously. Just 8 innings of work. And there's a balk.
So before a pitch is thrown, a balk. Moving up Diaz to 3rd. Been a weird night.
See what he did. Looks in for the signs. Starts his going into the stretch and then stops. And that's an easy call there.
That kind of inning for the Phillies. Diaz with the RBI double. Both Polanco and Diaz driving in runs when they had 2 strikes on it with 2 outs. Moroff skying that to center, and Altair finishes up the inning. Pirates score 3 times, and they've got a lead for Chad Kuhl.
Ball on Root Sports is brought to you by Barrel. With express service, you're in and out in no time. Visit barrelservice.com to find a location near you. And by Levin's, the official furniture and mattress supplier to the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the best quality, service, and value, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
Pirates with 3 in the 8th, 2 of them scoring with 2 outs, and they have retaken the lead. Josh Bell part of the action, RBI double for him. Polanco and Diaz also with the 2-out run scoring hits, and now Adam Frazier in the game in left field. He'll take over for Jose Osuna. 3 outfield assists tonight for Osuna. Frazier covers more ground out there, so he's in there, and Tony Watson on the mound.
And Tony's numbers on the year. Osuna can go rest that arm, huh?
So 3 outfield assists in 7 innings tonight too. So cool tonight, 7 innings, a career most, and eligible for the win thanks to that outburst. Pirates need 6 outs to maintain this lead to earn it for them. First 3 games of the series, the bullpen has pitched 9 innings, has not given up a single run. He's got a little breathing room tonight, but don't want to make it too close for comfort. The Phillies scored twice last inning.
Pretty good pitch. Looked like it was right there. It's not the knees.
Hollow of the knees. It's the bottom of the strike zone. That is a strike. We know that. Well, Felipe Rivero, 36 pitches. He's pitched each of the last 2 days. Juan Nicasio has pitched the last 2 days. 22 total pitches.
I think ideally you like to give both those guys the night off.
Daniel Hudson has pitched the last 2 days.
Going into the series against the Cubs.
Well, quite frankly, every game extremely important to the Pirates. Looking up from 4th place. I understand what you mean, though. The divisional game, certainly, with the added importance.
I think everybody still, even at this point, still looking at the Cubs as the team that has the best chance of maybe waking up and taking off against some separation for everybody else. Although, as time goes along, that's looking more and more unlikely. But still, yeah, that Cubs series, very important.
Brewers drubbed.
But
I'm
saying not to put this game at risk. I'm just saying ideally you would like to give those guys some rest tonight.
But it is a close one. So we'll see if Watson can get at least 3. Who says it can't be Watson for 2 innings tonight? He did not pitch yesterday. 13 pitches on Tuesday, not on Monday. And Nicasio got 8 outs on those 22 pitches. So. And remember, pitched up, down, up, down, up, down on Tuesday because of the brief rain delay. Threw 1 pitch, then there was a rain delay, and then came back and finished the inning. So, don't know if that matters. Managers don't often offer what the availability of the bullpen is. It hurts the strategy.
They don't want the other team. If they're absolutely, say, not going to use so-and-so tonight, they don't want the other manager to know that. You gotta keep it to yourself. Now, sometimes they might, give a hint about something. That allows us to speculate.
But we were talking about that tonight because of those three each pitching the last 2 days, which doesn't make them not available, but it does put them in question. That we needed a longer outing from Chad Kuhl tonight, and sure enough, he provides the longest outing that he's ever pitched, 7 innings. That way you only need to cover 2. Little roller. Gets stretched by Bell. So 2 down. First look at Cameron Perkins in the series coming up.
2 outs on 11 pitches. Do this one real quick.
It's a foul ball.
Although, heck, even though they double switch, Watson's still hitting third.
I don't know for sure if it was a double switch or not. Watson, the pitcher was in the 9th spot, so if they did switch,
there now.
right?
So now Watson's hitting third.
Yeah, I think they just took him out for defense. I don't know if they double switched or not. I never got a note on that. So we'll find out.
By double switch, I mean the pitcher spot changes. It's no longer 9th, it's third. It's actually number 2. Third.
I know what a double switch is.
To me, that's a double switch.
Right. Well, that's what a double switch is.
Yeah.
It's not just to you, it's to everybody on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. No, I know that, but it was a defensive maneuver. It wasn't trying to move pick a guy that was due up 7th or 8th.
Why wouldn't if it was for defense? Why wouldn't Frazier be hitting second?
I don't know that he's not. They have it on the scoreboard there.
Oh, okay. But scoreboard could be wrong.
I didn't see if the umpire signaled double switch,
right.
and so we'll have to wait for the next one.
I get it.
But to your point, if they're trying to double switch so that Watson could pitch 2 innings, no, they wouldn't have switched with a guy who's going to be due up anyway. Watson does a nice job. 1, 2, 3 in the 8th, holding the lead. Middle of the 9th, Pirates look to add to it, up 6-3. Set to play the Cubs tomorrow afternoon at Wrigley Field. Trevor Williams will start for the Pirates against Eddie Butler. And we'll get you set for the last series before the All-Star break with Pirates pregame presented by WB Mason starting at 1:30 tomorrow. 9th inning, 6-3. Adam Frazier will start it off.
And Nicasio starting to warm in the bullpen. So that answers the question of who's going to pitch the 9th.
Nicasio, who has had 2 save opportunities in his career, One this year, one prior. Still looking for his first conversion. But it may not be a save opportunity if the Pirates can score here in the ninth. Regardless, he's going to pitch, it seems like. Unless it gets way out of hand for the Pirates. Frazier batting for the first time tonight. Came in on a double switch last inning. And one out for Pinto, who got the final out after that 3-run 8th inning for the Pirates.
Blanco showing some nice range on that ball.
Versatile infielder. And Polanco has shown some nice range with the bat today. 4 for 4. Josh Harrison 0 for 4 tonight. One for his last 26. Phillies have the top of the order due up in the ninth. Nava, Galvis, and Franco, and likely would be those three. Two switch hitters and a right-handed batter. When you look ahead of the ninth, it's not so much that Rivero has pitched the last 2 days and has thrown 36 pitches, and Nicasio has thrown fewer. It's more that Rivero coming into today tied for the league lead in games pitched. He has pitched quite a bit, and the Pirates very mindful of trying not to use him as much as possible. But you know, I mean, how do you not use your ace in the hole, right? I mean,
I agree. It's a tough thing to try and balance out.
And kicked away by Galvis. He ruled a base hit.
Well, why did he go to the ground on that?
I guarantee you're an echo of John Wayner on the radio set.
This here is this would be the poster boy for what John talks about. I mean, just run, catch the ball. You can now you get the choice. Maybe do the 360 spin or throw it more conventionally. And of course, you know what would happen though if you didn't field it cleanly, they would give you an error if you did that.
And that's what Rock says. He says the guys try to play themselves out of an error.
If you slide on your leg like that, it's base hit. And that is the play that he absolutely is talking about right there.
Tony Watson pitches a scoreless 8th inning. 1-2-3. John Jaso pinch hitting. 250 overall. Dan Hart, one of the fine PR men of the Pirates, are telling us that Jaso over the past 4 seasons has the highest OPS, on base plus slugging, of any pinch hitter that's come up 50 times or more. So any regular pinch hitter, he's been in the best in baseball over the last 4 years combined. Quietly been a true asset on those days he hasn't started. Wade LeBlanc, in case it gets the lead, is a little thicker. Harrison with the base hit there with 1 out here in the 9th. Pirates scored 3 times to break a tie in the 8th. Jaso sent down on strikes. But now, because Galvis could not make that play, Pinto is going to have to face Andrew McCutchen. Bob McClure out, pitching coach. Hobie Milner, a lefty. Andrew McCutchen, one of the very best in baseball at facing left-handed pitching. I don't think that would be the move here.
No, that's not going to be the move.
Yeah. Now, if it gets past McCutchen, maybe some thoughts to turn around Bell have occurred. But
they're, I think, looking at that scenario and decided to go out there and take a little time off the clock, get their lefty ready for Bell, if that's the way it turns out.
Well, they'll have to go through McCutchen first. 3 for 4 tonight. Ripped a pair of doubles, also a single, scored 2 runs. Up to 289. Six-3 Pirates looking for more here with 2 outs in the 9th. Now behind 2-0. Got to be for a young pitcher like Pinto when you face a marquee player for the first time. Every now and then it probably seeps into your mind, right? I mean, you remember when he faced Stargell for the first time? Or?
Yeah, right here in this town.
And I don't bring that up because he homered off you, but I mean, you know.
I know that's why you brought it up. Don't try to talk your way out of it.
But I mean, I was trying to think of.
Remember first time you faced Stargell?
Well, I mean, that was probably the first super marquee name that you faced, right? I mean,
Dave Parker right before that.
Well, okay, well,
he was pretty good. At that
yeah.
time. Yeah,
that little stretch right there was
well for the
caught your attention.
Next couple of years, you think about that really when the elite guys get up there.
Well, now count to even. Just trying to hang in there for the comeback.
Waiting for the fireworks. That's what they're waiting for. Fireworks.
They've shut him off a couple times tonight. It's been some
false alarms.
Interesting occasions, though. They did it at the end of the 8th, and they did it right after Polanco got a single.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the timing was about.
Maybe kind of a little teaser, right, for the folks sticking around tonight.
Perhaps
through a little rain.
Maybe a little test shot. Make sure they get the wiring right. I don't know.
McCutchen works the walk. Jay was moving on the pitch with 2 outs. And Pete Mackanin is going to go. I think so. He's going to go with Hobie and make a double switch. Yep. Hobie Milner, rookie left-hander. That's going to be the choice here with 2 outs in the 9th. with 2 outs. Pinto out of gas, and Josh Bell has had a fantastic night at the plate with a home run. A 2-run shot in the 4th to the opposite field. That put the Pirates in the lead for the first time. And then with the Pirates back to even, he put them in the lead again with that RBI double with 1 out in the 8th inning. And so some clutch hitting from Bell tonight. Well, Robbie took him out to the Liberty Bell before the series started. Keeps hitting like that, they'll be more famous. Bunch of changes for the Phillies as Ty Kelly has come in the game. He's in left field. Daniel Nava swings over to right field, so Cameron Perkins' cameo is through. Pitcher back at the 9th spot.
There's what Milner's done in his 3 innings of work.
He was brought on with 2 outs in the 9th inning yesterday. Got Bell to line out to first. Harrison at second, McCutchen on at first. An infield single and then a walk. Right back to Milner. 3 outs away from a Pirate victory. Got a 3-run lead, and tonight it's Juan Nicasio's ball in the 9th. Health Network Supermo tells the story of this one tonight. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Little rain falling. Pirates leading 6-3, trying to make it 3 in a row against these Phillies. John Jaso will stay in the ball game to play at first. The pitcher will bat in the 4th spot, and that pitcher tonight is Juan Nicasio going for the save.
Nicasio has also been pretty busy. It's game number 42 for Juan. Done a great job. You see the opponent batting average very low, 210.
He's got Nava, Galvis, a couple of switch hitters, and then Michael Franco, a right-handed batter, due up here in the 9th. Rivero down tonight apparently after both men pitched the last couple of days, but Rivero throwing more pitches. So, and tied for the baseball lead in games pitched. So he gets the night off. Nicasio gets the call. He's had 2 save opportunities coming into the 9th inning in his career. 1-for-2 lifetime. The one he converted back in May of 15 for the Dodgers. He was brought in with 2 men on and got a couple of strikeouts. And on June 16th against the Cubs, he faced 4 batters and retired none. So looking to rebound here in this opportunity with a 3-run lead. Trying to hang in there for fireworks here in Philly tonight.
I think it would be more uncomfortable to wear a plastic bag than to just be in the mist.
You would have
not that cold out tonight.
You would go au natural then, huh? Just
yeah.
.95. Maybe bring an umbrella at least.
Nah, I wouldn't.
What if it rained hard?
You move back underneath the awnings.
Two. Last time anyone but Rivero saved a game for the Pirates, it was back on May 21st. That was when Tony Watson, who began the year as the Pirates closer, saved it against these Phillies. Charlie hanging in there tonight. Hard also. Look, these guys are out there. I mean, we talk about our letter carriers. These guys and gals out there, rain, sleet, snow. There's Dave hanging out and hanging in there tonight. Right to Jaso, just brought in the ball game and 1 out in the 9th. Saw 7 innings from Chad Kuhl tonight. Watson a 1, 2, 3, 8. Good job, Sam.
Nice and comfortable right here, isn't it?
Yeah, he's right by us too. We don't.
Comfortable it is. You just lean back. I got a big curtain here to catch me if I fall. I'm in good shape.
He's got 1 advantage on us though tonight. Gallagher show for 2 tonight. Smelling like a Pirates victory, up 3 here in the 9th.
It's looking good. In the home stretch. See the finish line.
Well, the Pirates bullpen in this series, it's been a story. 10+ innings, no runs. Chad Kuhl tonight, 7 innings for the first time in his career in front of family and friends. Gave up the tying runs in that 7th and final inning, and then the Pirates come back in the very next half inning, 3 runs across to give him a lead. He's in line for the win. We just showed some of the crew here in Philly. We got to thank them. They've been fantastic all throughout the series. There's Mike. Thanks, guys. Everyone's so great here. And birthday yesterday and back out there again today. So Bobby here in the booth, true pro. And a second out by Nicasio. 2 up and 2 down here in the 9th.
Steps away now. It's about over with.
Look at our Allegheny Health Network Super Mo.
Nicasio making it look easy right now.
One last hurdle. 2 for 3 tonight. Franco a pair of singles. Pirates trying to take 3 straight wins into Chicago. And that's a foul ball. Juan Samuel, longtime Philly, both player and a coach. There he is. Good player. Strike two. Nicasio poised here in the ninth. Trying to register his second save of his career. Moroff trying to finish it up. And a good scoop by Jaso, and the Pirates win the final three here in Philly. Nicasio with a 1-2-3 ninth for the save, and the Pirates will go to Chicago with a winning streak.
That was really a nice game for Cool to see him go out there and throw 7 innings on a night they needed to have him get close to the end so that the bullpen didn't have to cover many outs, and he was able to do that. Big fastball tonight from Cool, several up there around 97, 98. We saw 99 a bunch of times. Good game, odd game. Saw some different things that you don't normally see, but the important thing coming away with this W. 3 more games, big series now in Chicago.
Jose Osuna with those 3 assists tonight in the outfield. A lot of contributors again for the Buccos. They take 3 out of 4 from the Phillies, and to talk this one over, let's go out to Robin Teak.